Hey Cancer, let's go ahead and see what June has in store for you. So let's see. Alright, we'll take those to you. So we have here assessing and wisdom. So a 9 and a 22. So it looks like this month is going to be important for you to kind of use what you already know, right? With this assessing card, you may be, trying to figure out where to go, how to move forward. And so it's going to be important for you to use what you already know, to tap into what you already know, but also I feel be very much aware of your own kind of, shortcomings, anything that can kind of get in your way, that can kind of get you out of yourself and kind of, any of your like patterns, right? You may also be looking to others for wisdom, maybe asking questions, like researching, trying to figure some things out. Maybe looking into the past also, right? Maybe researching history or, your own history. Maybe looking into your own kind of family history, your genealogy. But I feel this month is going to be one that brings a lot of, messages, a lot of, as it says, wisdom, a lot of kind of, I'm also getting kind of like breaking patterns kind of vibes. So I feel this month is going to be very important for you to just be aware of all the knowledge that's kind of trying to come to you, and to be acceptive of it, and to not kind of close the book because you don't want to kind of see anymore, that kind of thing. But also I feel, it's going to be important for you to make moves based on this wisdom, right? Not to just kind of keep it or hoard it for yourself, but to share it, to express it, to allow it to change the way that you interact with your world, and to not only be aware, but to, be active, to be proactive, I feel, and to start making changes in your life to better fit this new wisdom that you're receiving. Okay? Excuse me. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. Whoa. That is way too many. Come on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, the cards. They're trying to talk. Okay, wait. Okay. So we have here Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Oopsies. Yeah, like I was saying, I feel it's going to be important for you to make moves based on this wisdom, right? But it's going to be, right, as it says, timing is critical. So I kind of get the feeling you may be sitting on some knowledge, and it's kind of time for you to, make a change, make a move, to start doing things based on what you've learned. And you may kind of be pushing back against this wisdom, or not really understanding how to utilize it, what to do with it, right? You're trying to figure out, what do I do with this? And so I feel, you know, with this celestial gatekeeper here, there are going to be messages, like there are going to be times where I feel, you know, the divine or spirit, what have you, is going to kind of push you to make a move. And so it's going to be important for you to be aware of that push and to take it, right? And to move when you get that kind of urge to move. That's kind of what I'm getting. But let's see what else. You know, just be aware of the signs. Keep your eyes open. Don't sit on any kind of knowledge. Don't sit on anything. Use it. Right? You may be trying to figure out how to, but I kind of get the feeling it's going to be important for you to kind of come out of this assessing energy and just get into like a very much like open, where you're just very much aware. And you kind of use, like with this, you know, celestial gatekeeper here, like your keen eyesight to see when things are moving and shifting and changing, and to see this kind of opportunity arise, right? But if you're in this kind of like assessing and you're kind of just all over the place looking, you may miss it. So it's going to be important for you to kind of pull back and just be open and to see and to be aware, so that you can, you know, when the time is right, see when it's necessary to make whatever move it is you're trying to make. Okay? So let's see your spirit animal or your animal totem for the month. That was quick. All right. So we have here the fox. It says, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Okay. I also kind of feel with this, you know, as it says, be open to romance. I feel this is kind of very much be open to connecting with people, like-minded people, but I kind of also feel people who, you know, have different ways of thinking about things, seeing things, because that's going to kind of allow you to kind of broaden and to grow your wisdom, which is then going to enable you to kind of see where you fit in and how you can use what it is you already know, the things that you're good at, in order to kind of, you know, make this move and to progress and to, you know. Okay, so your blessing for the month, we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Your challenge for the month, we have woman holding a heart. Your message for the month, we have the thinking man. And your lesson for the month, we have healer of the ages. Okay. It looks like he's just saying, can't we all just get along? That's what it looks like. So I kind of get the feeling you may be like a what's it called? A mediator this month. Like you may be kind of mediating maybe conversations or interactions with people, maybe trying to, you know, bring healing, bring understanding, and kind of bring love to your environment so that you can kind of balance things out and make people, help people understand, you know, other people, or you may be trying to understand other people, right? And so with the second chakra, Archangel Ariel being here as your blessing for the month, I kind of feel like this month you're going to be very active, very creative. You're going to be kind of, I feel kind of receptive to information, and but also kind of expressive of that information. Kind of, it's almost like very much, you know, creative juices kind of flowing, right? It's like you're aware of all this information and it's kind of moving through you, and you're kind of wanting to create things and do things and go here and go there and express this and express that kind of thing. But your challenge for the month, we have woman holding a heart. So this month may be a very emotional one for you, right? Which could also leave you feeling a little bit stuck, kind of make you not want to move forward. Maybe, you know, keep you in this kind of assessing energy where you just kind of feel kind of stuck, like just trying to understand. And so your message for the month is the thinking man. And I kind of get the message here is kind of detach, right? That's kind of a weird thing to say, but kind of like detach, kind of take a bird's eye view of things, right? Because I kind of get the feeling you may kind of get sucked in or drawn into your emotions, and it may keep you just kind of stuck, assessing, trying to understand. So I kind of feel it's going to be important for you this month to kind of detach from those emotions in order to kind of understand them, right? To take a look at them from a different perspective, be that your emotions or other people's emotions, right? Because I kind of get the feeling it's going to be important for you to understand feelings, just to understand things this month, right? But it may be very overwhelming for you. So I kind of get the feeling it's going to be important for you to not act on your emotions, but to, one, think before you speak and think before you act, right? And with this lesson here being healer of the ages, what came to be just now was, you know, time heals all wounds, right? But I kind of get the feeling that's here to say, you know, sometimes the best thing you can do if things are kind of overwhelming and you don't understand is to give yourself a break, to kind of detach and to allow your mind and your heart to process what's going on, right? And to not make a move, but just to kind of allow things to come to you, allow things to move through you, which will then kind of allow you to heal and to be made aware and kind of renewed and able to kind of truly understand your feelings, other people's feelings, what's going on, and what you can do to better the situation, right? But sometimes you may need some space. People may need some space, right? And so I feel with this fox here is to be like, you know, kind of respect yourself, respect people, respect, you know, their emotions, respect their thoughts, respect their feelings. Don't try to like overanalyze, you know, people's feelings or their actions, but just kind of be aware of them and kind of like look at them from fresh perspectives. I'm kind of getting the feeling like put yourself in other people's shoes so that you can kind of understand what they're going through, how they're feeling. But don't do it to the point where you kind of get downtrodden or kind of overwhelmed with so like everybody's emotions. But, you know, be aware of your emotions, be aware of other people's emotions, be aware of how those emotions and those thoughts kind of affect you and affect your actions, affect what you want to do, right? Okay, but let's see what else wants to come out for you. But also get with this healer of ages being here, like it's like I kind of get the feeling this month is going to be a time that's kind of important for you to use like your gifts, whatever it may be, you know, singing, writing, dancing, whatever it is, to kind of elevate and to inform and to help the people around you. So I kind of feel, you know, with the thinking man being here as your message for the month, you know, just think of ways that kind of are in alignment with your heart space, with your mission, with whatever it is you feel you are called to do on this earth. Use that to kind of lighten the load of other people, to express yourself, to impart wisdom, to improve the lives of others this month, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. And with the celestial gatekeeper, you may kind of feel on a time crunch, but I kind of get the feeling that's not the case, right? Don't get too overwhelmed with when or how, but just spend, time, right? Assessing, figuring things out. Because, I feel like this processing is going to actually allow you to better express yourself, to better improve and heal yourself and others. Okay? But let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so with this Eight of Pentacles being here as your driving energy for the month, it looks like you're coming out of a time that was kind of, it was okay, but you realize, you want something better, you want something more, you want a little bit more fulfillment, right? And so you're moving towards the things that feel best for you. And I feel like you're kind of at this, what's it called? Like the pre-production stage where you're trying to, get things together. You're trying to understand what it is you want and where it is you're going and how to get there and what to do about it, right? And so the first week we have Death, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. So it looks like the fourth week is really you focused on kind of really healing yourself. And it looks like this first week is one that's very transformative. For when it comes to, your intuition, you may kind of receive downloads, as they say, or you just may feel very much in tuned, right? Where your intuition, it seems like it's like leveling up. And I kind of feel that is because, you're working on healing, which is allowing you to kind of see things a little bit more clearly. You're undergoing this change within you. The world is undergoing this change, which is then kind of imparting this kind of wisdom on you. It's changing you from the inside out, right? That's what it looks like to me. And so the second week, we have the Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. Looks like the second week is going to be a time where like you want to enjoy yourself, but it's more so like connecting with more serious things, right? Does that make sense? It's kind of like you're really focused on this kind of new wisdom, this new understanding that's coming to you, but you're also kind of processing and trying to understand, I feel your past or the past in general, the way things are working in the world, and you're trying to get your bearings about you to kind of connect with this new reality you're trying to create for yourself, this new reality that's being created around you, and you're trying to kind of grasp it, to understand it, and to kind of see where you fit in and what you can do to kind of bring about structure in your life and kind of discipline and just new feelings of like growth and abundance and stability, right? But also security. Okay, so it looks like the second week is going to be one where you're really focused on, you're really focused and committed to I feel both sharing and opening up to wisdom and understanding and knowledge, and connecting with people and kind of sharing this knowledge and kind of creating these new connections with individuals, creating these new connections with, be it the divine, and kind of exploring your spirituality, right? And so the third week, we have the Page of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So it looks like the third week you're going to be trying to discover your path, it looks like, right? With this Page of Swords, you may have, moved out of like a tough space. And so this is you kind of being in a space where you're aware of yourself, you're aware of things going on around you, and you're trying to figure out what you can do to kind of bring about your own success, to bring about more growth and prosperity for yourself. You may be like discovering new talents or new ways of doing things that you never really learned or spent time on. And I feel like the third week is where you kind of begin to feel a little bit relieved, so to speak, where you feel like you're getting your just due, where the work that you've been doing, the focus and time and effort that you've been putting in is going to, is actually starting to pay off. This could be, a shift in your mindset where you're no longer focused on an outcome, but you're just kind of enjoying the process, and you're enjoying just actually learning and growing and discovering new things, right? And so the fourth week, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So this looks like, the fourth week is going to bring in a new opportunity for you, something that you've been wanting, something that I feel you've been waiting on, you've been hoping for. And it's going to be something that is very heart-centered, right? This could also be a very emotional week. Maybe one where you're just overwhelmed with, feelings. Excuse me, gross, my bad. My bad. Where you're overwhelmed with feelings, feelings of love, feelings of gratitude, where like you kind of finally get what you've been hoping and praying for, and you're like, man, wow, things are really starting to look up, things are really starting to work out. This could be also you kind of connecting with new people, kind of expressing your feelings, expressing your love, kind of sharing your love for, maybe, the same thing, which will then enable you to kind of start along this new path, to feel ready and able to kind of create this new beginning for yourself. Okay, so it looks like the month of June is going to be one where you're really focused on kind of bettering yourself. You may find yourself kind of stuck in a rut every once in a while, right? Feeling a bit overwhelmed with all that's going on, but it looks like you're headed towards good things. You got a new beginning, new stable beginning kind of coming up for you towards the end of the month, where you're kind of able to explore, I feel, your heart's desire. It looks like an opportunity that will allow you to kind of express yourself and do what you love. So let's go ahead and see what crystals would be beneficial for you for this month. Okay, so we have here ruby, passion, root and sacral chakras. Then we have rutilated quartz, home, root chakra, tiger's eye, animals, solar plexus chakra, diaptase, direction, heart chakra, and moonstone, moon cycles, crown chakra. Okay, those are your crystals for the month. And let's see some advice for you. All right, so we have here, offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold, while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. Okay, then we have stop comparing. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe. So embrace your differences. Celebrate your quirks and kinks. Bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. Okay, then we have pause. If you're feeling unsure about a decision, there's probably a good reason. Take your time and think it through. There's no need to rush. Allow your heart's wisdom to guide you. If you feel pressure to act immediately, there's probably a sign. It's probably a sign that this isn't the right opportunity. Don't worry because more opportunities will come along and the right ones will fit like a gorgeous glove. Okay? And then we have you can't please everyone. When you're focused on living up to other people's standards, you aren't spending enough time raising your own. Some folks expect you to act a certain way and march to the beat of their boring drum. They find safety in sameness, but you have beautiful music inside you. Your flair is meant to be shared. Don't shrink to fit in or get approval. Instead, dump your need to please and just be your magnificent self. All right, and let's get an affirmation for you for the month. Oh, too many. Just one, please. Thank you. So we have here, I am courageous and will not be held back by fear. So your question to ponder, what do I need to do in moments of fear? How can I remind myself to stay grounded and focused on my goals? Okay. And let's go ahead and finish things off with a postcard from Spirit. All right. Thank you. All right, so it reads, Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in a direction your soul calls you, toward joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. All right, but that's all I have for you, Cancer. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated for you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon. Take care of yourself. Peace out.